Hey guys, Chelsea here. Now, in this video, I'm gonna be looking over Dysphorid's, basically, if you don't know, Dysphorid, has done a too long didn't read of the development stream before Enlisted. It's got pretty much most of the major stuff. If you didn't see it, this was, earlier today, actually. And I didn't catch it live. I've seen it in post. I didn't catch it live because I was busy. But, yeah. This happened, I'm probably going to upload it tomorrow, so it'll probably be the day before. So it's probably been out for about 24 hours. Now, let's have a look at so these are just the main things. Balance changes. So the dev said that the balance changes will happen every 2 weeks or so. I personally think this is pretty good. It means that, and I'm going to talk about this along with this part. Do devs read the feedback? Now, I'm going to say yes. But, do the devs read feedback? Obviously, of course, feedback and critique is really important, especially with an ongoing game like Enlisted, which is in openly in beta. Obviously, feedback and critique is pretty much needed for things, that do work, things that don't work. These are two new things as well. These kind of link as well. Events and Modern Warfare and the event wars in the future. I think if you get events like Battle Summer or Fiery November, even stuff like D-Day, well, they're pretty good. Those are really good events. Hopefully we don't get another lunar event. Like the lunar event, I know, I'm pretty sure people are sick to death of me complaining about it, but it's not that good. Hopefully they can use this. Like, obviously again, like, this is only in beta, so new UI changes. Because basically, UI has been outdated. Like I said here, it says the UI is outdated, and new UI changes are coming for events. I generally would agree on this. Like, the UI is kind of a bit outdated. Like, if it can get spruced up and be a net positive, then sure, that'd be great. But, yeah. More competitive events to get ironed out, to do tournaments. I think that'd be really interesting, because at the moment you can't really do tournaments. You can kind of do them with custom games, but that's kind of a bit difficult. Grey zone camping. They said they're trying to fix it, but like Dysphorid says, I doubt this, since they just introduced methods to resupply and hide, go back fighting again. Which, yeah, it's true. Grey zone camping is still a massive issue with both factions. More polls like the APAT mine change, which, yeah, I think, again, more community involvement. I've only made a video on grey zone camping just to go out, but I think more community involvement will be very good. People who suicide bomb should be punished. Now, the problem with that is that what's the difference between someone, purposely suicide bombing and someone, losing control of a plane and crashing in the right position, or someone who doesn't know how to use planes crashing in the wrong position, or for someone like me who generally has had times where I've crashed, not because I've intended to crash, but because the game has lagged, because I've hit a laggy, because the game lag, I hit a lag spike, the plane became uncontrollable, and I smashed into a nearby building, took about 5 people with me. Like, that was it, and that's unintentional. This one's really interesting for me. This is the would campaigns levels get added in the middle, such as unlocks, instead of only going forward. So basically, adding like some, like going back and adding, like, for example, a light flamethrower tank at, say, level 15, for example. I'm just using that as an example. It says better things, the devs here say, I actually think this is really interesting, because I think they should go back and add, they've done it with the pistols, but yeah, they say that they will be adding better things the further you go. So at the moment, like this work said, there's no change, but they are thinking about it. I think it could be interesting, like, if they add more stuff. And then you have 3 more things. AI. They're trying to because the AI has been it's been a bit shit at times. Sometimes even a bit frustrating, but yeah. Mods at the moment, that could be interesting, but I don't like. Maybe if it's something like, for example, armor, for example, that'd be really cool if they added like an armor system like they do in armor. But I don't think. But again, it says don't get your hopes up. So yeah, priority's not too high. So again, it could happen, but. And then the final thing they mentioned was bunny hopping. I think that was it. Yeah. You can see Keo Fox is actually mentioned here. Yeah, bunny hopping limited, but they don't want to limit movement in such a dire way, because that's the thing. People say like, oh, you should just sledgehammer it out, but that creates another problem. Like, sledgehammering something into non-existence will create a vacuum, and people are going to exploit other stuff, and that's going to be flattened into a... So that's the problem, I think, with dire nerfs, like bunny hopping or stuff like that. It's like, for example, I'm going to use Black Ops 2, for example. This was the DSR 50. It was so overpowered back in the day, but now it's usable, but not as usable as it was. There was another weapon. What was it? It was like the models 1887s in Modern Warfare 2. They were... those things were dirty, and now they're unusable. It's like... that's something you don't want. Like, for me, keep bunny hopping in the game, but not make it the optimal strategy. Like, make it viable, but not like you have to do this. Like, if it, slowing down the movement and keeping it more balanced, fair enough, but there was a couple things which most of the things here I would actually say were, stuff of the game I would say would add. Like, for example, my stuff would be more content, more campaign levels and more stuff to unlock in the middle of the campaigns, which could be interesting. But there's one thing which wasn't addressed to my knowledge, which was the custom games. Well, it's kind of here with the tournaments, but I think they need to password lock custom games and give custom games more creativity and more control, in my opinion. Because I've actually got a video plan on custom games where I'm talking about what I do, so I'll discuss that later in that video. But yeah, that's going to be a bit of a teaser for that video. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has just been my view on this. Thanks, Dysphorid, for posting the Too Long Didn't Read version. Dysphorid, awesome guy. Check him out. I'll leave his channel in the description. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.